Greetings and welcome to Factorio. I'm Dgray and today we continue our entry level to Megabase, where we in last episode just got our main mall up and running, or pretty much our mall up and running. In today's episodes, I very much want to get started with the entry things to oil production. We have gotten our oil processing research done. So that means we now have the 3 buildings we kind of need to get that going. For that, we already have the pump jacks. We already have most here. We need stone bricks. And that is kind of what I want to work on today while expanding out the main bus. So if you think that's a good idea and you want to see this series continue, do remember to like the video. And if you're new to the channel, do remember to subscribe as well. And with that, on to today's episode. So, as I was saying, we want to start setting up our different kinds of things. The pump jack, we need to set up the refinery for oil processing, and we need to set the chemical plants since they're quite integrate in getting a nice setup going. So we want to set that up first, and then we'll get in the stone and the stone brick afterwards. But to not do the same thing we did last episode and forget to start some research, let's also get a few other things done that's going to be needed in the main bus in the mall going forward. And that is all the train things. We'll need this in the future. We can also start to get some of the oil processing going, and then just some solar to have a few things queued up. So let's see how we'll do this. We have pump jacks, we have oil refineries, and we have chemical plants. As these 2 require pipes, all 3 of them actually require pipes, we will need about 2 rows of these to get them all inside the pipe range. So let's just get this hooked up firstly, getting things nice and organized. And then we need about 3 spots for our oil processing. Could also get the offshore pump running at the same time, so we have everything going forward. So doing something maybe like this. I want to get the offshore pump. I want to get pump jacks. I want to get oil refineries with stone bricks. And then I want to get chemical plants here. That will get us most of the things we need to get going in this, and then we'll do the pump later. So let's just hook these up quickly. It won't take that long, at least getting the things flowing. Of course, we will need to get the stone bricks and stone still, but that will get in just a few minutes. So let's see. Electronic circuits and steel. Electronic circuits and steel fur, and electronic circuits and steel. So in theory we could take electronic circuits in from one side and steel from the other one, since both are needed in the middle. That seems to be the easiest way to do it. Yeah. So let's just take electronic circuits in from over here. Let's see here. Let's grab you. Jump you across. Do that. And over here we'll take the steel and such, getting that in. Just making sure we use the same pattern as always. Getting things in a nice organized way. Just like that. They'll need to get a few chests down. 1, 2. Kind of have to have them at the top. Then we'll do 3 and 4. To have the room we need. Limiting it to 1 stack as always to not completely drain our system of resources. So let's add in the things we need. Let's just use fast from now on. I think those are needed right here as well. So that is our chemical plants going. Refineries, we can get most of it done. We will need to do a little jump here. We could in theory just do that instead. So we can get a long-handed one down here to grab the steel. Then we need some for that one to grab the gear wheels. Green circuits can have a long-handed one as well. Let's grab that. And then we just need the bricks. And the bricks is what we're gonna make in just a minute. This one, have everything it needs. Needs brick. Down here, most things as well, almost done. But in theory, just jump you a few times, so you can jump. Can't need to jump that much for it to work. There we go. Green circuits, yeah, we can take them out here, would probably be the easiest. Pipes and steel from in here. So there we are. We just need a bit of output to get it into the chest. Don't need to be too fast. We just need it to work. And do this yet again. Continuing our current setup of expanding out a mall, getting everything we need to build the Megabase in the future and to expand out the main bus. That's going. That's going down here. Let's hook up the few things we need. Normally I take gear wheels from this side, since that has twice as much. And of course taking the pipes from over here. Offshore pumps also made, so we don't have to handcraft that in the future. And we have pumps. So let's set up stone brick production and get in stone. Though I do want to set up one thing as well, to be honest. Getting electronic mining drills. Or electric mining drills even. Let's see if I know how to speak. So I don't have to worry about that in the future either. So let's grab you. To here, we'll grab that one. And we'll grab gear wheels. There we are. That's electronic miners, or electric mining drills as well, automated, going into a chest, and we can pick them up. And the reason why I did this is that we need it for a stone patch up here before we split things out and go further down the line. So let's go and hook up the things we need. We need 3 things on the main bus. 1, we need the stone bricks. 2, we need the stone, and 3, we need the coal. That way we have all, or most of the beginning, or we have all of the beginning starting resources that's on the map, all going in. So setting up stone brick is actually quite easy. If you look at the recipe, it requires 2 stone to do 1 brick. That means we will, if we do this setup, need to get in red belts full of stone to get 1 yellow out. So I'll just disconnect this for a second. I'll take this one, place as far away as possible, so that'll be right here, with a few spots in between to run whatever we want, and get you to continue over this way and in. This can also be the line we'll take down with the coal to go into the main bus, having a bit of space here. Just going back a bit, since I only want, say, 1, 2 here. So if we just take, and you'll jump like that, then we'll get some coal just going, let's just say right here. I think that'll be fine. Let's hope that doesn't interfere with anything in the future. Doing something like this to get this one into the main bus. And you can go that way. And then we just have to go and pick up a few things we need for it. So again, the really good reason that we have a main bus, or not a main bus, or a mall, is so we can go pick up the items we need. And right now, undergrounds are lacking. Let's grab that. Splitters are fine. Let's get some more you, maybe a bit more of those. Anything else I need? Let's just get the long-handed in here as well. Some power poles. So we can go with these instead of the wood ones. I think that'll be fine to get going. Ooh, and maybe a few belts as well. Just not to run out. I'll still use these. could in theory grab this as well to upgrade the belts to go fast enough with the red down to the main bus. I'll probably do that. Yeah. Since this will just work. The reason why I'm taking red is that we want to have them going into our smelting arrays for some bricks. We also want them to supply the main bus. And I want a full lineup each going in. I think that would be the best. So that is what we're going to go with. Yeah. That is hooked up, supplying coal back into the network. So let's just get the coal down. I think that'll be fine. 2, let's just get you in here. Yeah, shouldn't need any more than that. Then just continue down until you hit the spot we need you. So time to line up our coal. And as you can see, we have one free spot right here. But I kind of want the stone brick to take by that one. So these 2 will be our coal and stone lines. This is just an easy way to map it out before we place it down. Please remove that. Here, and let's take all of you so we know where to go. And then we have things nicely lined up. Or most of these things. So let's see. Coal could be the first one, and then stone can be the next one over. See if that would be the best way. So that means stone will go in here, go down next to it. Yes, let's get you below. So you'll be right here instead. Ooh, and I did need to pick up more belts. Seems I didn't pick up enough. So that will get both of these onto the main bus, being able to be used for both our mall, but also for our other productions going forward. Let's just grab all of you. Gives us 500, 600. So that should hopefully be enough. And as you can see, we are consuming every bit of iron we can produce. So that's also something we have to look at going forward. There we are. Let's get you all the way to the end. There goes the coal. Let's rack this up. Let's get in enough spot for the stone as well. Because then we can split out stone right here as needed. And you do need to be a red belt in theory to supply it, so maybe just take red belts right away just to make it look as good as possible. That does mean that we'll have to upgrade at least stone inputs to a red. Oh wait, yeah, that's fine. That should be fine with one going out. Let's hope that should work, and coal is fine. Then we'll change these out with some better power pools, being these, because that way we can actually skip all the ones in the middle, or we can place them in the middle instead. But something like this actually looks kind of good. So time to expand it down. If you do it like this, we can make it just as long as the other ones, since we have double reds going in. So that means we need the 48. How many was that? Probably have measured it out a bit better. That was 44, 48. Why does it look so much slower than this one over here? No, it's not. Just look that way. So that will pretty much be our stone brick production, supplying out one full belt for the rest of it. This one, I'll just change you to split always to the left first, because I want to supply our smelting arrays before we let it go down to the rest of the base. Not that there should be any reason to do it, since we should always have enough flowing in. There we are. That will give us one full belt of stone bricks going out. Let's get you done. And let's get this one done. Let's get the last two here. Oops. And hopefully we have enough to fill them all in. We're not lacking some. I think we might be lacking a few, but that I can just go and pick up from our mall that has them all being produced. And while with that, we'll also be able to pick up our new electric miners, since that production is also going very well at the moment. So let's see here. Let's go this way through our nice setups. Let's grab some of you. Fine. But maybe do 100 instead, just so we don't have to pick it up. Let's do some more belts. A few more reds as well, consuming all the iron. Here are some miners. Let's give me 25 for now. And the rest we can just kind of leave as is. That is a lot of coal. You can go in here. This is a good way to get rid of things in inventory. Just plop it in different furnaces. And as you can see, right now we are consuming quite a lot of resources. That's why you just expand it out quite big in the start, since you will use it quite quickly as well. So let's get the rest of you in. Just a few more. And there we are. Oh. Ooh, can one actually... we might actually be able to skip half of these. And I'll show a neat trick right now. If you take a deconstruct planner and put it into inventory, then you can right click it, open it up, click on the filter. It's set to whitelist right now. And say I want to whitelist all the medium poles. And what that does when it's ghost placement, it will remove all of them, but leave the rest. Which actually is very nice to do. Because then we will be able to do this. Saving pretty much half of the power poles, as we don't want to be wasteful with our things, and powering everything we need. That looks very, very good. So now we just need to hook up the power. I'll just change these to new power poles. And still be something like this. There we are. So, coal going in to our furnaces. Coal's also going into the main bus. And now we need to hook up our stone. So let's see here. We have stone here in the back. That is what I want to use. Let's get you away. That was quite a lot of stone. And let's put down the miners. I'll show you a cool thing you can do if you want to clear out things close to each other. So for example, right here, if you place one down here, we'll mix up the stone and the iron. That is not what we want. So what you can do is further on the line, for example here, I want you to filter out stone and take that to the right. That way we can take this to the stone lines in case we have it mixed with iron here, which will happen when I do this in just a minute. There we are, and there are some mixed as well, a bit more mixed there. And here, yeah, look, then we're out of the mix here, and then we can actually use this some other way, going the opposite way. Yeah, and you can just get a little power pole there for now. So now we have stone going out, at least a small amount. We will of course increase this as we continue. But let's just mark out what has to go in. So down this way somewhere, and over here. That means when it goes out over here, I want a 4-lane balancer. just somewhere to take in the resources. So what if we do it right there? Making all the stone from the iron line that we don't need. Go this way. Go down and let's go this way as well. So now we have that going so this doesn't jam up, because that would be the worst thing, that this jams, because that'll jam the iron line as well. And that is not something I want. So let's just get pretty much, it's actually just one red line we need for now. That means we actually could upgrade all of this to red. What if we do this? Let's try something a bit fun. If you had robots, we could use the upgrade planner instead. But we'll look at that in the future. If you guys want to see what that does. Which actually is very nice to use. Didn't need to put red in here, but let's do it to future-proof this a small amount. There we are. So that should be able to take out red line. You can go this way. Over next to the coal, close to at least. And get you into our little setup over here. So we can split it. Let's see where should we split it. We'll split it about here. We'll be fine. Making one go straight in, and the other one will go to the main bus. There we are. That is stone bricks automated. That is stone on the main line as well. And that is two of the things we need to get the last things done. Let's queue up some more research. Might as well just get through it while we build the rest of the base. So we're working towards chemical science. That means we should work towards these, since that is needed for with oil anyway, for the plastic. Let's get you done. That unlocks a few things. It unlocks modular armor, which is very nice for when you can get the exoskeleton to move just a tiny bit faster. And also unlocks stacks inserters. So let's get that one. Let's get modular and that. And then we're close to getting one of the first huge milestones being, where is it at? The construction robots. Am I blind for not being able to see it? Right here. Requiring advanced oil processing and such going down. So that is stone. Let's hook up a few more lines to get even more out from up here. As we did with the iron line, we'll do the same with this little patch up here. Getting that filtered out and into the iron line. Let's do something like this. That should give us a nice amount of stone. But in theory do the same down here. Just doing a mixed line with a bit of this. Now we can also do every 3 one of these, since they actually line up very nicely for that. And we're able to remove some of these, getting it to look a bit better. And you can just take you out. You're probably not a red line yet, so we'll do something like this going forward. Saying I want you to split the up priority for iron ore going down. So it can go into this line. And the stone will go straight ahead. Let's see, and into right here. So as you can see, now things are flowing. Iron is going down this way. Want input priority from one of these. And just get it all used. It's never good mixing too many things, as it can jam up both lines if you're not careful. But just for now, I think this will work just fine. So that is stone going. Should we get a second line blowing as well? Might as well get a second one of these going. Getting things on the run. Like I said, this is starting to jam up a bit. We can solve it by saying we want in priority from up here before it takes from here. And the reason why that is, I want this iron to be consumed before anything up here. To make sure that our main stone line doesn't jam when we have more iron lines going. So let's just watch this flow down into our system, and let's hook up the last few things in our main, or in our mall. Let's get the stone away. Please take all of this. You can take some as well. And let's drag you down. And you'll be a bit high, you'll be right here instead. That means you'll be, if you take this one as a measuring stick, you'll be right here instead. Sending in our stone bricks to be used for different things down the line. Running on it, a nice little speed increase. Getting this down. So that is 3 more things for our main bus. Just dragging it along. You will just kind of jump this way. And over here as well. So now we just need to get the things in. This one is kind of cramped. So you might have to do it a bit finicky to get it up here. Or we'll have to move some of this a bit. But we kind of have to take more here. So this is good we left this much room because we are getting a bit cramped right here. But yeah, that's the way it is at the moment. And we'll work with it for now. So let's see, you can jump to here and here. Might have to give it more room, but we'll see how it goes. So we want stone and maybe stone brick on the same one. Yeah, let's get stone and stone brick on the same one. Why not? Wouldn't that be a good way to do it? And a good way to do that is just lining it up to merge down here and just taking one line going in. Because that will save quite a lot of room going forward. Also do stone and coal, as that actually is a bit easier to get in. That will have to be here anyway, it has to be out here. Also this line. So let's see, easiest way. Let's just merge these two. Because that we can do by doing this. Let's see, how do we line you up? Something like... Will this... That won't work. If it's just one, we split it off. So let's start by splitting off the stone. We have the stone right here, we can split it off in here, just requiring a little jump for the coal. So let's see here. Yeah, let's do this. You can split off. Let's not mix too many things up here. So do that. Because then we can jump this one to over here, because that is what we wanted to do. Then we can jump the coal to there. Split off the coal. And jump this one. It might look a bit messy. Did I completely mess something up there? I did. I was trying to do this, by the way. You can go into that one. Have all going the opposite way. If we can get enough room for it, that is. Let's see here. Coal needs to go further along and then mix up. So why don't we just do this instead? There, then coal can go straight ahead. I can probably do a better one if this one wasn't here, but it should do the job. Look at that, that's a mixed belt going up this way and in. Though it does look quite finicky, but it works for now, and we can jump this across. If any of you have a good way of splitting two together and line them up, that's prettier than this, do comment so down below. That'll be very much appreciated. So let's just get you in. In theory, we can move this one back a bit as well to about here to save a bit of room. So can actually do this if we want to. Instead, getting that away. And then we'll get this line going in. Maybe somewhere like here, I'm guessing. Just for now. To make it look better and be able to jump in more things here if you want to hook up other things that comes from further down the line. So it is a bit cramped doing it both sides. And that is what we're struggling with at the moment. Yeah, again, one of the disadvantages of doing two-sided main buses is pretty much this. This huge mess of trying to take too many things off at the same area. So let's continue up. Let's see, you can go this way with the stone. Then we'll get the stone brick afterwards, and then we'll be good for that one. Stone brick should be able to actually just be jumped right here. If we drew this, it should be fine. I have to do the red instead. To here. Stone bricks will go here. You'll split off and go in. Continue ahead, and you'll do something like this with you going to here as well. Not the most pretty thing we have ever done, but it's what we have to do when trying something new. There we are. Then getting it in here or just getting it there. But I want it here for now, so we can get the second line on it as well. We'll do... Let's see what's the easiest way to do it. Here, do something like that. Getting you sorted up this way. This is just for making room for future inputs. So let's see, you can just jump there and let you go through. A future note to myself and to other people. One-sided buses are a lot easier to set up. At least that is my experience so far. Getting stone bricks in. Because that will I'll sort it out very nicely. So I'll probably only build on this top part now. And not build any more down here. Because that is... that makes a huge mess if you do that. Especially with a main bus. What's called a mall you have to hook up. It makes it look quite bad. But oh well, it's working. That is the most important thing at the moment. So stone is going in on this side. Looking very, very good. Stone bricks in. Have to get it from all the way out here. And that's actually not too bad to do. We'll change you. We'll upgrade you to something that jumps one further, two further. Actually, we don't need to do that. Because you can do something rather cool. Because if we place it right here, we are able to get this one in as well. Because then we need to jump. You can just jump to here. You can jump and you can jump. We don't need you to get in. That way we can just split off the stone bricks right here going in to that one. So, not the prettiest, but it works. Might have to look at this again sometime in the future. But it's looking somewhat decent. And you can jump up here as well. Having all of our lines going up with all the different kind of resources. And the same over here. So that is also all refineries being used and made. We have gotten all of our resources on the bus. And that means that in the next episode, we will go and find some oil. I think there's some oil to the north, as you are able to take the map preview and find it. And to not watch me spend hours driving around trying to find it, I will have a little look, if I remember that correctly. So, as I was saying, this will be where we stop the episode. And next episode will be a focus on the oil. Getting our refineries up and running. Probably hooking that up somewhere in this forest. Pretty much just blowing this up and hooking it in. So, thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you liked this as well, and will leave a like on the video. And if you're new to the channel, do remember to subscribe as well. And with that, thank you so much for watching. I've been Dgray, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.